Welcome back. Well, let's bring in now Israeli politician Sharren Haskel from Tel Aviv. Sharren, welcome back to the program. Look, we are seeing global calls for a ceasefire. Even Joe Biden seemed to join in these calls for a pause in Israel's war on terror today. What's the Knesset's view of these calls?
So first of all, we have to say, the Red Cross haven't even visited more than 240 hostages. Some of them are babies, some of them are elderly that need medication, some of them are pregnant women. I mean, Hamas haven't even allowed the Red Cross to visit them to see whether they're okay, to give them medical treatment. I mean, when we say we need to pause, what does that pause mean? It means that our troops will be more endangered because they are already in Gaza. It means that Hamas have time to go and steal petrol from some humanitarian organization, like they just did yesterday. They barged into one of the humanitarian aid compound, trying to steal food, medical equipment, and petrol from that compound. And so what is this ceasefire? How is this ceasefire is going to look? Israel is not going to be able to know whether it's more than 240 babies and elderly and women are okay. Israel is going to give time for Hamas to actually go and steal more petrol, more weapons, to set their soldiers in a better manner. I mean, how does that make any sense after such a horrific attack? Sharri, and it's important for me to maybe clarify that. Hamas is abusing Palestinians as much as they're abusing Israelis. They don't care for the lives of Palestinian children, just as much as they don't care for the life of Israeli children. And in our world, in the Middle East, if you look on the day after, our area, the Middle East, and the area in Israel, in Egypt, in Jordan, they're going to be safer without Hamas. Our society is going to be safer without Hamas. And that goes for Israelis and Palestinians as well.
Look, Sharren, we saw this horrible television address from a Hamas leader. It was on television in Lebanon. I don't know if you've seen it, but he says that he wants the annihilation of Israel, that they would commit the attacks of October 7 again and again and again. Do you think the world is taking seriously enough the threat, not just to Israel, but to the whole Western world that Hamas poses?
So some leaders really understand that, and they fully support us in completely eliminating Hamas. They understand that Hamas is no different than ISIS. It's not different than Al-Qaeda. And if the world is safer without Al-Qaeda, if society is safer without ISIS, our world is going to be safer without Hamas as well. And so the leaders who came here in support of the state of Israel, like Joe Biden and the German Chancellor and the Prime Minister of England and Macron from France, they understand that. And they understand that we have to join forces against radical Islam. That is not a conflict about a territorial area. And they know that. They have a lot of experience with different countries as well who had suffered in our region, in our borders as well. And so they are in full support of the state of Israel. They understand that fighting radical Islam will bring this area to a safer area, and they understand that the Palestinians are going to benefit from that as well. I mean, this Hamas leader who said he would commit that massacre again, that's the troops on the ground as well. They're saying the same thing. If they get the opportunity, they'll commit the same massacre, the same rapes, the same beheading of babies. So you understand you cannot border such a devil terrorist organization.
Sorry.
All
right. No, I was just saying, no, I completely agree with you, Sharren Haskel. I really appreciate you joining us. You've been on the show a few times, and, you know, to hear that perspective coming from Israel is so important. Thank you very much for your time.